ladies, so I've just created this night out look. It has no particular name to it. I've already gone ahead and laid down the foundation, and I've also gone ahead and done the brows. This is just to obviously cut time off the video, so we're just going to cut straight to it, going in with that e.l.f. cream contour that is available at Kmart. Comes in different shades. I'm using the last color, which is probably the darkest shade, going in there, carving up the face, obviously creating shadows, you know, just to cut the burgers and fries off that I've been eating this beautiful winter here in Sydney, Australia. So we're going in, carving up that face with that cream contour. Then we're also gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer stick in the color medium Moiden, and we're going to use that to also highlight the areas in which we want to highlight, and obviously bring up and give us the illusion of a more carved out face. Obviously we all want sharper jawlines, but we are still grateful for the face that God has blessed us with, but to enhance it is not wrong. We're just enhancing our natural beauty. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yes. So yes, we're going in with that cream concealer there, and then we're going to go ahead and blend that out with a moist sponge. Okay, so we're going to set that baby with some loose powder. Any loose powder will do. This is obviously just to lay it down and make it set. We do not want our face to move literally during the day, so we're just going to set it. Now we're going to go in, start with the eyes. We're going in with Morning all over the lid. This is that lightest shade right at the end. I'd say it's ivory color, more like a peachy tone ivory. We're going all over the lid with that color just to lay down the foundation for the look that we're going for. It's kind of the look I'm kind of going for is like a white going into black smoky eye. I don't have a name for it. I just do what I do, boo boo, do what I do. So we're going in next with a VIP shade, and we're going in this color into the crease. After blending that VIP into the crease as a transition shade, we're gonna take that last shade, Midnight, which is right at the end. It is the only black in the palette, can't go wrong. We're gonna take it on a brush there, and we're gonna apply it into the corner. So it's almost like you're trying to create a cat eye, but with the powder. So you're doing it in a triangular obviously shape, so you're following the shape of your eye, and then ever so slightly taking that line up at the top into midway of your crease. Now there is no way about it, just obviously if you're a learner by watching, we'll just see how I take up that black, and instead of continuing it on the bottom half of my eyelid, I'm actually just dragging the top of that cat eye, and I'm dragging it midway into my crease, if that makes any sense. And then when you're doing that, what you're basically trying to do is like fade it out, basically fade it out, smoke it out while you can, and almost make it look like a gradient effect. Obviously go in circular motions. That is the proper way to blend, ladies. Like I said, I am not a makeup artist, but I mean, I try my best. So obviously go in circular motions, try to blend it in with that VIP shade. You want it to look seamless, you want it to look amazing, you want it to look sultry as ever. So yeah, blending that in. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going in with the Ivory O2 concealer by OXX. I think it's a $4 concealer. I like it, especially when I'm doing eyes. It's thin in texture, so it's really a really good formula, especially when applying for eyes. It's really soft and really seamless, so it's good for applying any pigmented eyeshadow to it, shimmer or matte. So it's really good. So what we're doing is we're applying it to the first half of the eyelid. So what you want to do is obviously make it a gradient effect from light to dark. So just in the beginning of that eyelid, from the tear duct into the center, we're applying that concealer there to adhere the eyeshadow. Now we're going in with D-Floor, and we're taking it, I mean, you know me, I like to use my fingers, especially when it's a shimmer shade, but I actually do go in and use a flat top brush. That is also good. Also, if you're applying it over a wet concealer, it actually comes out more pigmented. So obviously, you know, because it's kind of like a smoky eye, we're trying to make it look like a transitioning happening going on, if you know what I'm saying. So we're just applying that shadow with that flat top brush. It's just a synthetic one. I think it was $2 from the reject shop. You know me, boo boo, cheap is best for me. So just applying that ever so slightly. We go on later to blend that out all together, but obviously we do want the eyelids to pop. Now this is an e.l.f. brush. I think this brush was $3 back in the day. Not sure if they still stock it, but e.l.f. has pretty good synthetic brushes. Using that fluffy brush just to bring it home and blend all those beautiful babies together to make it look seamless and flawless. I feel like if you use you know, cheap eyeshadows, you know, if the technique is right and if it's done right and if you can make it look seamless and flawless, I mean, honey, who can tell the quality right? If people ain't asking, you ain't got to tell them. So yeah, just blend it out with that flashy brush there and you're all good to go. Okay, so to make the eye obviously pop in the center, we are trying to get attention, aren't we? So we need to add a little bit of that concealer on the lid further. Now I know it seems like a lot, but it actually, because like I said, that formula is so thin. I think it's water-based, but I mean, who cares? It's $4, right? So you're gonna apply that on your lid. I'm talking in the center, so wherever obviously the diameter of your pupil is, if you want to be specific. Obviously apply it there and then go in with a highlighter, preferably one that has like a gold shine to it, or silver, whatever your preference is, whatever color of your dreams. But because I'm wearing gold, the highlighter that I'm using, like with highlighters to reflect, but this one reflects gold in the light. So yeah, go in with that highlighter, apply it on your finger or brush, and then apply it on that wet concealer. Now go in with that VIP powder as well. It's that light brown shade, and what you're going to do is go on each side of that that highlight color that you applied, and you're going to blend it so it looks seamless. Now we're going in with that gel liner by Maybelline. We're just lining the lash line. Now you don't need to, but honey, let me tell you, I am that type of girl. I don't like to see the lash line of my false lashes. Like, I just don't like it. I think it's because I notice on other people, and I'm just like, I just don't want to see it. So I always line my my lash line on my top line, especially when I'm applying falsies. But yeah, then what you want to do is you want to grab a fluffy brush, obviously one that is much smaller, because you obviously want to make sure that you're keeping that line that we took in the center of the eye still detailed. You still want it to stand out, you still want it detailed, you still want it to cut the crease. And then what we're also doing is the excess that I had from the gel liner, I'm just going to use that brush to obviously smoke the bottom of the lash line. I'm going to smoke it out, just to give it more depth as well. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're taking that last shade Midnight, that black again, with a pointed fluffy brush. So a fluffy small brush that has slightly a pointed end, and we're going in with that Midnight shade just to smoke it out even more, and obviously set that gel liner that you've smudged underneath to give it more depth. Now you don't need to do this step, but obviously it is a look, honey. It is something I'm trying to create, something to go out with. I would wear this look with like something beige, or even like something white. Like this kind of look is something if you obviously want to look sultry and dangerous. I mean, come on, you'd have to be daring to wear this look out, but it would grab all the attention to the eyes, especially sitting with a matte lip. And then I'm going in there and obviously touching up the black with all that shading. Obviously with these shades, it will tend to obviously lose its depth, so you want to go in and just touch it up where you can. And then we're going to go in with that BYS highlighter. Girl, if you don't have a highlighter and you ain't got that much money, grab you this one. It's really good. Look, it's on the powdery side, but look, if you can look past that, and you don't mind, but you still want to shine, boo boo, this is your go-to. And it won't break the bank, you know what I mean? So if you go past the fact that it's obviously powdery, on the powdery side, just try to use as minimal as possible. Do the bridge of your nose, the tip of your nose, cheeks, underneath your brows, whatever suits you, each to their own, you know my saying. But yeah, depending on what kind of look you're gonna go for, I'm always extra, you know me. So yep, highlighting under that brow and wherever you feel like it. Okay, so for lips, we're going in with the chocolate lipstick by OXX, and what I like to do is, because I love the color of this lipstick, this is the, I think, $2 lipstick that I have in the range. At the same time, it has a problem with staying long, obviously because the formula and the fact it's $2. So I like to mix it with Bologna. Now, you know, this is my go-to, especially for if I'm looking for something nude. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot, but it's actually just like one thin layer I'm putting, and then I mix the formula together, so it helps it actually adhere and stay longer, because you're mixing a liquid lipstick and a normal lipstick. And yeah, after that, go in with a black eyeliner. Any eyeliner would do, and what you want to do is, you don't need to do this step, but I like to tightline the eyeline there on the bottom, and also the upper eyelid as well. You want to line that as well. And then this is my go-to setting spray from Kmart. I ain't even playing these. This is the Australis setting spray, my fave. And set that baby and make sure you fan yourself off. Also, I did use the Revlon glue, but I'll talk about that in my next video. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoy. Love ya.